Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and today I'll be playing Seablock. So let's try to remember what we did in the previous episode. I believe the previous episode was very special. We finally managed to build the geode washing plant that produces catalyst crystallizers. This one's. Sorry, crystal catalysts, not catalyst crystallizers. Crystal catalysts. This is awesome. We're also producing mineral catalysts and we're producing a little bit of every ore. So it will slowly accumulate, and the idea is that if you build multiple of the stations, then the trains will be able to, pick up the whichever ores they actually want. And also at some point, once some of the lines back up, the crystallizers for a dedicated ore will be working non-stop all the time. So kind of like Jewel it here, or Stereotate, or Sapphirite, whatever the name. Sapphirite. I'm always I'm always confusing the blue ore names. I don't know, it's too hard for me. Okay, the first one, Sapphirite. I don't know whether it's even worth kind of memorizing. And the idea is, I'll be taking this thing and I will be... Oh, this is a bit slow. Interesting. And I'll be basically plopping it down here, except I'll need to have connection to the rails, so I'll turn it by 90 degrees clockwise, and it will fit very, very nicely into the build. That's the idea. And this is the beauty of city blocks. I am not gonna do it just yet, because I feel what we have here is enough. And I don't want to spend on this even more time in this episode, because the thing is, I might need to do some, I might have to do some small tweaks in order to make sure the process can start up relatively easily. Interesting. I mean, it's okay that here we don't quite have enough sulfur. Or maybe not. Is this thing consuming sulfur? It seems like it's consuming more and more sulfur. I don't like that. You know what? Once it's primed, I'm gonna replace these chests with regular, like iron chests or whatever. Because I do not want this sulfur to consume anything. Like, it's supposed to work fine with just the sulfur that's available here. In theory. Okay. We'll see how it goes, I guess. We have lots of sulfuric acid, so it's not like it matters, Right. For this episode, run button. For this episode, we want to do something special. Well, no. We want to fix the glass. Because I thought that it's okay to keep using this setup, where in order to smelt the glass, we have to use basically 10 silicon. Still caffeine. So what I was saying, here we are using this recipe, and in order to get one glass plate, we are consuming 10 silicon plates. And as you can see, we have huge glass shortage, and that's actually the main reason why our science production is a bit slow. It's kind of quite a bit slow, because one pack requires It's hard for me to tell. Is it 160? So it's 16 glass. Is that correct? So this requires 1. This requires 1. This requires 4. 12 glass. Okay, whatever. Basically, the point is, we need better glass. Let's cut this off, let's say, here. Alright, I don't need this radar. And I'm not even sure I need these things. Do I need them? No, I shouldn't, right? Because I have rubber ports here. Yeah. Okay, let's remove all of this. That's not needed. Let's also remove this part, maybe this part. And while we're at it, let's remove this one as well. So, how do we want the glass to look? We want to produce glass using this recipe. That's the only thing that we have right now, and honestly, I'm fine with it. I don't know how much we need. Let's say like 1. So 1 glass can be. So let's do it not 1, 1.4, and let's say I want 6 here. So let's say 5. Almost. Okay, let me just press some random buttons here. Wow, 27. That is a lot. Right, and we'll be consuming silicon ore. 6.7 silicon ore. How much silicon ore do we have now? Let's say in the last 10 minutes. Silicon ore. This one. So this used to be like the same consumption as the production. It's 60 per minute. So our production of silicon is 1 ore per second. And here we want to use 6. No, that's too much. Let's say I want like 2. Let's say I want to have like 1 line. And by that I mean like 1 to 3. This is the ratio that we have here. Let's say 2.5. No, too much. 2.25. Oh, nice. Awesome. We guessed the ratio, the correct one. So yeah, like in theory, 1 blast furnace would be able to handle like 2 of the setups, but it's fine with the current one. It's totally fine. Let's just build it, and it is going to look very similar to this one, right? That's basically how we want it to look, and we want it to be here, like that, like this, right? In addition to that, we need. Okay, this is actually tricky. This one is supposed to melt silicon. Let's melt it. This one is supposed to cast glass. Okay, we got it. I can even connect this belt. I can even make it a cheap gray belt. Now, we did this to parts. The other thing that needs to happen is this one. Induction furnace actually. Okay, let's maybe try to. Let's try and figure out something nice here. So normally for these smelters, how are we connecting them? We're connecting them via a single inserter. So let's place an inserter here in the middle, right? Looks good enough to me. Another inserter will have to be here, and we will be feeding. I think with carbon, you know, I'll actually make it a better inserter. And I mean, it doesn't matter how I consume them. I'll just place a loader. Because why not? Right. So we should be getting silicon ingots. Yeah. We should be getting lots of them. And we need to produce powder from them. To be honest, this is looking kinda strange. Let me tell you that. This looks slightly strange, what's happening here, because I didn't really expect this process, powder, silicon powder, to be produced in assembly machines. Like, I would understand crushers or something, but this one? Really? A bit... I don't know, I think it doesn't quite fit. And we need 12 of this. How many are this? 9. Wow. So... looks like we actually need lots of stuff. Should we do it like this? Right, then we can consume stuff and place it on the belt. So it doesn't matter whether it's placed on one line or on 2 lines. It just completely doesn't matter. Because so we'll be producing, actually we'll be producing not a lot of these things, so I can just consume them like this and maybe like this. Okay. This looks pretty good to me. This looks really good so far. And with that, I believe we fixed our glass production. It took us less than 15 minutes. Nice. We are quick today. Gotta compensate for that somehow by like just staring at the screen for a while or something. Oh wait. What? Induction furnace. Make molten glass. What is the problem? So I want to make molten glass. Why? What is the problem? Oh no. Okay, that is kinda a fail. I messed up. I don't have I don't have the technologies for that. No. I had such a beautiful plan. So this can be done from molten glass. If I So this is molten silicon. This is not molten glass. Oh, this is molten glass. Phew. Because we have this recipe. Nice. That means I don't need to research this one. Okay, okay. Everything's fine. No one noticed that I almost deleted this whole thing. Because I thought that I don't have a recipe. Like, I thought that I don't have a technology giving me this recipe, and I was surprised, like, what is this? Like, why Helmut is suggesting, like, telling me that the only way to get molten glass is from glass mixture. Okay, that is working pretty nicely. The ratios are supposed to match. I don't know whether they actually are. I would assume that's the case. I mean, Helmut tends to be pretty accurate when it works, that is. Let's see. We fixed the glass. I consider it to be fixed. We need plasma turrets. We need Altian depot, and we need to think about wood. Why do we need to think about wood? I already forgot. But I think wood, alright, it's used for polishing wheels. And we might need those later on, even though I don't remember that part at all. This irrelevant. We probably don't want to build wooden boards like this, but if we do have wood, we will. Wooden chest, nice. Silver's fiber. Okay. I mean, this is useless thing. We are never gonna use this recipe. Resin. This is quite nice actually, because this means that if I had large enough wood production, I don't have to care about resin, and in theory I don't even have to think about wooden boards. On the other hand, this build is not that bad, and we can kind of expand it and make it a bit longer so that it occupies whole city block, and then just copy it. So for wooden boards we kind of have an answer anyway. Yeah, this part is nice. So wood is also used for this one, and so far I think I've been just depleting my wood reserves. I do have some from cutting down trees. Yeah. Compost, nope, not gonna use wood for that. Polishing wheel. And we need it for something to do with the modules, right? Efficiency module. This one. Speed module. Okay, like, we actually need these things. And by these things I mean we need polishing wheel and we need wood. Do I want to build that though? No, I do not. What I want to do, I want to figure out what exactly can we do. 38. It is 38. It is 38. 38 from this worm means something like this. So it's actually kinda on our territory. I think I'm not gonna try to get even more area from them. This is enough. So what I was thinking about is maybe designing flotation steps here, and looks like I can even do that somewhat. Right, let's try to build this spot. Right. This can go. This can go. Go. We don't need this. Okay, so far this is looking pretty good. How can we build this step? Oh no. They're trying to... They're not even reaching the box, right? This doesn't seem so. I don't see the health bar appearing going down, and I don't see any warnings here. Interesting. So we are like barely outside of the range. So the thing, kind of the goal here for me, is to somehow... Like ideally I want one of this, like each block, to be used just for one recipe. But I don't think I could do it. Well, actually I could. Let's see. This one I wanted to be for Jivelite. For... Sorry, Sephirite. This one is Sephirite. This one. And it generates sulfuric wastewater. Awesome. The one to the side, I want it to be Jivelite. And it's going to generate fluoric wastewater. Do we have anything else that gives us fluoric wastewater? We don't, so it's kinda unique. However, okay, let's think again about this a little bit. I want this two now. Right, I want the one with nitric wastewater and the one with sulfuric wastewater. The one with sulfuric wastewater, ammonium chunks, can be placed here easily. Except we don't have space for this. The one, the build for nitric wastewater, I want it to be, like I want it to end up be, actually, let's put markers. I think that's what you need. Here, I want to have processing of separate chunks. And I want it right here. And then here I want processing of separate crystals. And I want it, kind of a bit hard to tell where exactly I want it to happen, I guess here. Right here, I'd like to have Jivelite chunks. Right here, I would assume. Here I'd like to have this isn't some chunks, this is supposed to be crystals. And further down around here, I want to have stereotype chunks, right? Right here. And then, if they're there, then here, right at the border, I want to have platinum ones. Like this. Right? And here. this one, I'd like to place steatite crystals and titanium crystals. Now, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. After that, we'll have a line again. So I think this is one block. This is another block. We'll have a line. Here it's starting again, and here is it's like the middle where we want to place rubite chunks. And if here we have rubite chunks, where are they? Did I place them? I didn't. No. I thought I clicked. Oh, I'm supposed to click it in this view. Okay, got it. I see it now. No, I'm confused. So, this is the middle of the square. This is the line. Yeah, this is the middle of another one. And here is middle of the next one. And we want to build ammonium chunks here. So, this is how much area I actually need to take from the biters. Let's also add a couple of tags for crystals. I guess here and here. So this is basically the scale of this part of the base. That's how I wanted to build. And it's gonna take a while, to be honest. This is gonna take a while. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I want the port to be here in the long term and not there. On the other hand, it doesn't change much, it's still pretty close. It's fine, whatever. What is not fine is the fact that we have a biter, big electric worm here. We cannot clear this area, so we need to figure something out here. Oh. What? No, robots, don't drop things. I don't want you to drop things. No. That's not how it is supposed to go. What? It's our main base? How is that even possible? I don't believe it. I'm surprised. How? That's strange. I'm assuming we have lots of things lying on the ground. Oh, we do have a lot. Let's pick all of this up. You know what? I'll try to pick up everything that my base has on the ground. Right. Okay. We told the robots to pick it up. So hopefully it will be picked up at some point. Now, let's try to design a flotation setup. I'll need to clean up those things at some point. Oh, no, 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 no. No, don't do that. My bad. Okay. What are they doing? Don't have energy. Oh, because they are part of this server port. Okay. Now I finally understand what's the problem. Took forever to realize. Okay, so we'll have a rubber port delivered. Maybe soon. Yeah, here it is, it's flying. And now all the robots recovered, and I'll ask them to pick up everything off the ground. Okay, now that that is done, let's get back to what we actually wanted to do here. We want to set up a build that processes. So the question, do you want to set up it kind of line by line, similar to this one? Or do we want it to be a little bit more interesting? Let's say we want to crash. Oh, another thing that I want to look at. What can we do from Sapphirite and Jewelite? We can get cobalt from this one, and we can get titanium. Wow, that's actually pretty nice. Tin, uranium, aluminium, titanium, silicon, gold. So we need rubyte for gold, or babmonium for gold. Well, we don't actually need babmonium, right? Because no, we do. It gives us silver. What do we need for this ones? For nickel. For nickel, we don't care. Silicon. We need rubyte and babmonium. Nice. For aluminium, we can actually produce lots of silicon right now. Maybe that's what we should do. Okay, silicon we have it. Nickel we don't care. Aluminium we have a lot. Jewelite, cretinium. So jewelite would be useful. Now zinc. We don't need zinc. I'll just forget about it for now. Silver, stereotype, babmonium, and yeah, whatever. We're not interested in fluoritor. So we need stereotype, babmonium. We need Jewelite, cretinium. It's already like 4 of them. And we need rubyte, babmonium. So the only thing that we don't need. Okay, babmonium. Rubyte. We need this too. I don't think we need sapphirite, because it seems to be used only here for nickel, and I don't really need nickel. So like this part is actually not really needed, but everything else kinda is needed. So maybe before we start building that part, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the science. What is going on with the science? Are we producing it? I feel like it's working. Yeah, we have science production. It's just super, super small. It's so small that it makes sense for us to research some random stuff instead. Okay, module lab, sure, why not? Heat pipe, I don't know. Will I need them? Boilers. I mean, doesn't hurt to have them. Like, this is actually pretty interesting. Advanced chemistry is probably what we want. And rubber, I don't know what it's used for, but it sounds okay. And after that we'll resume our metallurgy, and hopefully by then, by the time we'll be able to accumulate a bit more of blue science. So the main limiting factor here is the glass, I believe. I think it's just glass. We don't have no glass. We can fix glass production really quickly here, by the way. We just need to make this whole thing a bit more interesting. So we delete this and replace something like this. Okay, 1, 2. Let's say we taken part of it here. Let's say we are taking another part here. Okay, so we have these things delivered to us now. This is great. What we can do, we can add... Where is silicon? So we have kind of silicon on both sides here. What? We have lots of silicon stockpiled here. Well, I guess not really a lot. And this is silicon, right? So what we can actually do, we can add a small... No, I'm not gonna do it like this. I want to have just a small iron chest. Yeah. I want this thing to merge in. I want to have priority from the left side. So we'll be using that silicon first, then we'll be using this silicon. And here we will have like a sorting or something of silicon. Like this. So we are delivering silicon here. No, not silicon, we are delivering like components for silicon here. And we are given output like this into a small chest, let's say, containing 5 stacks of silicon, right? And we want to reduce it. And now I'm super sad because for some reason this recipe is not there. Like this recipe for silicon. Why it's not there? Silicon ore. What is the problem? We need blue ones. That is the issue. Okay, we need blue ones. What is here? This part break again, or what? What happened? What do we need to build them? The blue ones. We need concrete blocks. So I was trying to avoid actually having to produce concrete things, but it looks like I have to. Let's see what we need for concrete. We need these ones, right? So let's say I want 1 brick per second. I actually don't need this much, but whatever. We need to smelt concrete. Sorry, we need molten concrete, and we get it from slag, cement. How do we get cement? Lime, silicon powder. No. Don't like it. It looks complicated. So, how do we get limestone? Okay, we'll take limestone from somewhere, we'll take silicon powder from somewhere, we'll take slag. Okay, let's just do it. Let's do it. We'll have concrete. It's okay. The slag will be taking slag from here. This seems to be like a pretty good place to get some slag and put it in a passive provider chest. So why don't we do this? We will take the inserters and place them in the chest. And I don't need a lot, right? Like, even this should be enough. So we have slag. I also need some lime, actually. No. This is limestone. Lime. And this thing produces a lot of lime. So I just need to make it, put stuff inside of this provider chest and take it from the chest and continue inserting it wherever it needs to be inserted. So now I have some lime. Right? Awesome. So lime is done. Now we need silicon powder. And fortunately, we have a lot of silicon powder going here. It's just a matter of placing a little bit in the chest. Just a tiny bit before it's consumed. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Just a bit. I just want the thing to work. That's it. I don't want it to be like super nice or optimal or whatever. I just want to get some bricks so that I can build the buildings necessary. So, and then I need a couple of assembling machines, right? I need these two. Let's say we copy this part, build a line. Let's say somewhere in the middle here. We actually trying to produce concrete brick. I'll just build one. It's okay. I might want to upgrade them a bit. Like this. Right. This sounds like a pretty good idea. So this one will want... Wait, I also need cement. With lime. So need a bit of lime. Okay, we'll figure it out. It's fine. That is totally fine. Where is cement? We don't have cement? No, we do. It's built in assembling machines. So it's not concrete, it's cement. Not cement, sorry, concrete. Powder. Cement. This thing. We can produce it. It says that we can produce it. But I don't understand where it actually is. It's supposed to be here. Alright, concrete. Found it. Have concrete. We need water. Okay, we are not gonna do it here. We'll do it in another place. Let's say we'll do it here. And this part, I'm gonna change it a bit. Let's offload all of that. I just need a little bit of... let's let's say, requester chest here. We'll be requesting lime, and we'll be placing it on a belt here. And we'll need a couple of these things. We have space actually. Yes. I mean, I don't even need this to be honest. I don't need lots of stuff, I just want something to be produced here, like something reasonable. And that would be enough for me. Like this thing, it's already enough. And I need to request a lime. Lime should be searchable. Easiest way. Let's say 50 lime, just a little bit of lime. Placing things here. This part is done. Now I need this too, right? Cement will fly here. So let's build the spot. Say I want some water. I will be placing this thing here, and I will be placing one here. We'll have a requester chest that gives us lots of things. We'll have a provider chest. Provider chest like this. Requester chest like this. We'll request slag and cement. It's fine. We'll also request a little bit of bricks. What are the bricks? These ones. Stone bricks. Inside also plenty of. I'm not even sure about the ratios. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Doesn't matter much. And we also need to give some water and limit this thing. And with that, we should have a bunch of stone bricks given to us, right? We are finally getting stone bricks, and with that, it is time to build this ore sorting facility. That's what we wanted. We don't have brass gear wheels, I think. Let's also build this one, because we kinda needed it. Brass gear wheel. We can produce brass gear wheel without this chest. Yeah, the mall right now is kinda a mess. It's just lots of pretty much random things being constructed there. It's okay, it's okay. Aluminium plate. Are we delivering actually aluminium? Are we providing aluminium into the network? I do not believe so. But we can easily do it, right? We can just copy, let's say, this part, this setup, and just place it here. And we have aluminium basically from that moment on. I can close this part. So we should have, yeah, aluminium is being delivered. We're just missing a couple of advanced circuits. This thing will also get aluminium and all the things. Now that we actually have high tier crusher, I want to upgrade this part to the highest tier, because that was our plan all along, right? We need to have high tier crushers here, for like 3 of them anyway, in order for this part to work. And it got stuck. It's not really stuck, it just did everything it was supposed to do. Our houses are half full. We don't have a balancer between our houses. I'll be doing that when I'll be setting up first LTN stations. So that will wait. Basically, I like to balance the warehouses with the line of inserters in between them. and like a couple of combinators. Very straightforward. Right. This one. I want to upgrade this one. And another thing I want to actually kind of maybe a little bit questionable thing. I want to steal some of this from here because I don't have trains set up just yet. I want to place the things, catalysts, into a chest here. And, you know, just produce a little bit of them. Tiny bit of catalysts. That's the name, right? Crystal catalyst, yeah. Yes. I pronounced it correctly this time. And here we will want to have a requester chest that will be requesting these catalysts and inserting them into this building once it's actually upgraded. What is the issue here? We don't have enough advanced circuits. That is not good when we do not have enough advanced circuits. But we are producing them, aren't we? Like, what is actually missing for them? Plastic? What? How is that possible? We ran out of plastic. We have too much residual gas. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't want to clarify it. I don't want to delete residual gas because I'm not quite sure what else I'll need it for. So I'm gonna keep it for now. Let's see. I am waiting for this thing to finish production of our sorting facility. I just need a tiny bit of red circuits for that. And that requires a tiny bit of plastic. Plastic is coming. Everything is looking good. So this doesn't actually need carbon, right? It just needs a bit of charcoal. So we only need charcoal here. So in theory we can steal a bit of charcoal from here. Or not. I don't want to do that. Because charcoal uses... Yeah, we can't. Because charcoal uses crushed stone from here. And the consumption of crystal dust depends on charcoal being present in the... Sorry, on crushed stone being present in the system. So if you run out of crushed stone, we will not be able to consume crystal dust and this whole thing will stop. So I should just maybe forget about this charcoal plant. And if I really want charcoal, I can copy, let's say, this one instead. That's probably what I'll do, by the way. It's not a good plant, like it's not an ideal one, but it gives some charcoal and it should be enough. Right. Oh, it constructed. Look at that. We have a thing being delivered. Nice. And now we can select a recipe for silicon. Because we want to produce a lot of silicon. One thing that I didn't do, I didn't request crystal catalysts. And maybe I should do that. Maybe I should request, I don't know, like 50 of them. How many do we need? What's the speed? 1 per second. So 50 will be used up in 50 seconds. Oh no. No, 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 no. This is really bad. This is really bad. Okay, now it's fixed. There was almost fixed, I guess. I think this one is polluted. So it takes a while to produce things, and silicon. I mean, we are running this. Why? We are running it for aluminium, for lead. Yeah, these are the two reasons. We are running it for aluminium and for lead. We are not actually doing it for silicon. But the thing is, I don't want to place some kind of condition on this production. I'm not sure why. I guess why I don't want to do that. And here, what is the main purpose of this one? It's probably silver at this point. I probably need silver here. Okay, we have a lot of silicon ore being delivered now. So I would actually expect this to be backed up relatively soon and the previous process to resume. Because we, like, our build is not actually able to use this much silicon. Speaking of backing things up, I think I will remove this and I will no longer have... Oh wait. Interesting. Looks like there was something useful in here. We were... like, we needed that for monosilicon or something. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we are given lots of silicon to this thing. And it should start working. Nice. This is working. We should be getting a lot of glass now. Or at least, you know, more glass than we used to have. Like, look at this. This is a pretty healthy amount of glass, to be honest. At least, it seems to me. Pretty good amount. And we have 300. 250 robots flying around doing some stuff. It's okay. I mean, I don't really want to use logistic robots a lot, but it's fine for this playthrough. Yeah, this is our farm that powers the whole base. It's able to generate 97 megawatts of power, plus we have 1.8 megawatts here. So this will be... how much? Like 99. And we have some accumulators. Maximum output, it says 300 kilowatts. And we have 9 of them, so we actually can go over our limits. It is possible because of the accumulators. If accumulators start to, you know, provide some power, things will be bad, so maybe we should remove them or fix it, but we didn't have problems so far, and I'm not gonna think about this further until we start getting problems here. So I'm not gonna do anything in this episode anymore. It's already been 1 hour. I just want to observe the base and see whether the glass problem is actually resolved. Glass backed up. This is good, right? When something backs up, it's probably a good thing. What is not a good thing is that we don't have copper. And we don't have copper because we stopped getting copper ore for some reason. This is pretty bad. Why we don't have... Like, what was the problem here? Okay, this one I can understand. We actually need to take stuff and place it. Let's say something like this. I can understand this part. But why do we have issues with everything else? Because we are supposed to be getting a lot of copper ore. Like, it's supposed to be a lot. We don't quite have enough of this. Whatever that is. Stereotypes. I'm not sure why. I mean, we could upgrade this to at least red ones. Probably a good idea. So we have red crushers. I'm not sure about using blue ones here. I don't think it's needed. Because this build wasn't designed with high tech in mind. It's a pretty low tech. It's like green technologies. And it's supposed to work on green technologies. Oh, we do not have enough sulfuric acid. Got it. Speaking of that, can we actually build a better chemical plant? Yes, we can. I want to build a better chemical plant. Chemical plant 2. Let's build it. Aluminium, we have it. Brass pipe. I don't know whether we have brass pipe. Doesn't look like we have. So let's produce some brass pipe. I mean, the production of all of these things is kind of random now, but it's okay. And let's upgrade this thing. So we need to upgrade this one. This one needs to be blue. I think it's the only piece that is kind of slowing us down. We can also upgrade assembly machine here. I'm not sure whether it's actually an issue, assembly machine. But red, like, we have lots of... What? We have lots of red assembly machines, so it should be okay. So these things are coming. And with that, I hope... Is it one? Let's upgrade this one. I'm not sure whether it's needed again. It's just we can do it and it probably wouldn't hurt. Right. So let's see. Did it fix our situation with sulfur? I cannot say that it did. It's still working non-stop. However, it might be enough. Just might be enough. Oh, yes, it fixed it. Look at this. We don't have issues with sulfur. This thing is like has enough sulfur, even though the above part is consuming all slag, like all the slag that it can consume. It actually consumes. No, you see, full yellow belt, or almost full, I guess, yellow belt. It's consuming it, and we have enough sulfur here. I hope we also have enough sulfur here. Yes, enough here, enough here. So like this actually fixed our ore production and increased it by quite a bit, and we can check it by looking at the amount of mineral sludge that we're producing. So let's reset these filters. Fluids, of course. Sludge. Okay, we actually have slurry, slag slurry, and mineral sludge. And if you look at this, interesting. I don't actually see any change. Yeah. I am surprised. I don't know how that happened, or why it's happening. I don't know. The important part is that we have a lot of copper. The copper is going here. It's been converted into copper plates. Right? And that's enough for me, to be honest. The fact that we have lots of copper produced, it's good. Actually don't really have enough. Can double it. I guess we could. And this one was correct. Kristen, fix the bug. I fixed the bug here. Yeah, so this is much better, right? We actually doubled our copper plate production, I think. Or I feel that's the case. And we shouldn't have any problems with copper from now on. And we should be able to... Very interesting. Should I upgrade this? I think I had a thing for upgrading to yellow bells. Let's upgrade all of this to yellow bells. I just don't want to even think about this anymore. So we'll get lots of yellow belts, we'll use lots of iron and a bit of tin for that, but it's okay. Nice. So, what did we do in today's episode? Let's summarize it. We fixed our glass production. So we started using what's the process? We started using molten glass and glass mixture. Yeah, so we started having glass mixture, and we created a dedicated sorting facility for glass, for silicon ore. That's the first instance of ore sorting facility 3 being present on the map. And I think it might actually be the largest tier. Is it? Let's see. So if you look at here... No. We are using this recipe, right? If you're looking at this one. Oh, it's not the highest. It's tier 3, but there is also tier 4, tier 5. Okay, there are lots of sorting facilities. But you know, it's next tier, right? We got next tier. We did get highest tier of the ore crushers. Right here. And finalized with that this build. So this build should be working just fine now. It should be filling the chest you can see on the right hand side and the tooltip. how many of different things we have. How much of crushed sapphire, steratite, cratinium, catalysts, or whatever the names, crystal catalyst, mineral catalyst. You can see we have 10,000 because we placed limits on filling these warehouses, and this block is not doing anything useful anymore. We should start loading trains and delivering things. The problem is that our rail network, I cannot say it's connected. It's kinda a bit, it's a strange one right now. It's a bit strange. But it's okay. Okay, and on that, let's finish the episode. We'll be observing how Blue Science is built. And Blue Science is built, red circuits are made, everything's great. Save the game. This was episode 53. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers!